Hello all. In this section, we are going to learn summarizing of the data, which consists of two parts. First one is summarizing of numerical data, and second one is summarizing of categorical data. In this video, we'll concentrate on a numeric data type. So let's start. For this video, we are going to use a built-in data set, which is present in the SAS help library, which is named as HEART. So let's look into that data set. Click on this libraries, into my libraries, in which SAS help, and you have to see the HEART data set. Scroll down. You can see this is the HEART data set. Double click on this data set. You'll see a table of that HEART data set. You can minimize this by using right click and click on this grid size column to content. And you can also scroll this a little bit to see the data set. Okay, so this is the data set which consists of, you can see total column, that is 17. So 17 variables. In this 17 variables, some of the variables are numeric data type and some of the variable are of categorical data type. For example, the status variable, which consists of death, alive, etc. These categories, two or more maybe. So this status variable is a categorical variable. Similarly, death cause is also a categorical variable. This next variable is age CHD DAG is also, it is a numeric variable. You can see the values are in a number format. Next variable is a sex variable, which is a categorical variable. Likewise, you can classify the variable into a numeric or a categorical variable. You can see from this variable to this variable, all the variables are numeric variable. Next one is this. Next, all the variable till the last variable are categorical variable. So in this video, we are just going to see summarization of a numeric type variable, and we are going to use just 4 variables, that are height, weight, diastolic, and systolic. These 4 variables which are we are going to use. So we have looked upon our data set, like which are the variable that is present in this data set and the type of the variable. So let's do the summarization of this numeric variable. For summarization, you have to go to this task and utilities, in which you have to go to this task section. In the task section, you can see the statistic option. In the statistic option, you can see the summary statistic, the second option. Double click on this summary statistic. When you double click on the summary statistic, you can see this dialog box get appeared on the screen, in which you can choose the data set. By default, the SAS has selected the data set, which is HEART data set, since we have opened this data set in this first section. You can select the data set from this. You can click on this table and you can select whichever table you want and the library. Like your data set is present in which library. You can select that data set and click on just open. Okay. So the SAS has already selected the data set. Next step is to select the column on which you have to summarize. Like for which column you want a summary. So for that, you can see this plus symbol in the right. Click on this plus symbol. You'll get all the options to select the column. Numeric column, just the numeric columns are got present in this column section. You have to select whichever column you want. As I have told, we have to do summary of 4 variables, which is height, weight, diastolic, and systolic. So select that 4 variable. Press Ctrl and select the variable whichever you want. Sorry. So these 4 variables are got selected. Just click on OK. Now you can see the data set is got selected and the variable, specific variable are got selected. One thing is to notice is that whatever actions we are doing in this left side are got converted into a code in the right hand side. SPSS automatically convert all these action into code. This is the one best thing about, SAS. This is one best thing about this SAS software. You just have to click whichever option you want. SAS automatically create the code for that options. So this is the advantage of SAS. You can write this code also in this coding section. This coding will see in the upcoming lectures. For now, you just have to you just have to select the path, select the variables or select the specific option that you want. So we have done with selecting the variable. Now go to this option section. In this option section, you can see that you have different options like basic statistic, in which we have mean, standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value, median, number of observations, number of missing value. You can choose whichever statistic you want. You just have to tick. If you don't want, just untick the statistic that you don't want. For now, I'm just selecting mean, standard deviation, and median. Go to this additional statistic. You'll get additional statistic if you want to present in the report. For now, I am clicking on this variance, and that's it, just a variance. You can select whichever you want. I'm selecting just variance. Next is percentile. You can see there are different options to select percentile. First percentile, fifth percentile, median, 90th percentile, or whichever option you want, you just select. This is the just selection tab. You have to select the statistic. Next is plots. When you click on this plots, you can see the option as histogram. You can plot the histogram of the variable that you have selected. And second option is histogram and box plot. It will show histogram plus box plot in the same diagram. When you click on this histogram, you'll get an option. There are three options: add a normal density curve, add a kernel density estimate, add inset statistic. So these are three options we are going to see one by one. For now, we just click on this histogram option, and that's it. We have selected all the statistics and all the plots. And now just click on this run icon. When you click on this run icon, all the statistic and the selected graph will be shown in this right-hand work area. You can see we have selected 4 statistics, that is mean, standard deviation, median, and variance. So how to read this table is like the variable name is given in the first column. You can see the height variable. Height variable has mean 64.81. It has a standard deviation 3.58 and median value as 64.5. And the variance is 12.83. So the corresponding statistics get presented in front of the variable name. Now you can make a conclusion from this table, like the variance you can see in the last column, that is variance column. The variance is minimum in the height variable. All other variables have a little bit variance, high variance. From this, the weight variable having the maximum variation in this weight variable, 836.10. This tells us that the weight variable has a maximum variation in the data set. So this is all about this table. Moving on to this next graphical representation, you can scroll just a little bit to the left side so that we can see the graph properly, and scroll downward. You can see we have selected first variable as height. It is showing us the distribution, that is the histogram of the height variable. Similarly, scroll down, histogram of the weight variable, diastolic variable, and systolic variable. The 4 variables that we have selected all got represented by a histogram. Now you can see, scroll down in this option section. We have just selected the histogram. What if we have selected this add normal density curve? When you select this option and again click on this run icon, we'll see the change, what happens to the histogram. It will take some time. You can see the table is same as previous one, but some changes are there in this histogram. We'll see what is the changes. The histogram is same as in the first case, but you can see we have added the normal density curve to this histogram. So you can see this blue line which represent the normal density curve. Now in this legend section also you can see that this blue line represent the normal distribution with mu. Mu means mean 64.813 with the sigma value 3.58. So this is all about histogram and a normal density curve. It will represent as a histogram. On the top of this histogram, we'll get an normal density curve. This is for height variable. Similarly, for all the 4 variable, we'll get an normal curve on the top of the histogram. By this, you can see that whichever variable are following a normal distribution or not. You can see this variable is not following the normal distribution, somewhat following a normal distribution. You can see this height variable is following the normal distribution. Similarly, second option is that add a kernel density estimate. Untick this first one and click on the second one and then click on this run. Now you can see the table will be same as in the first and second section, but there is a change in this histogram. Just scroll to the left side to see the graph. You can see that same histogram is there in this kernel density, but when you click on this kernel density option, there is no normal curve. This curve represents the histogram, like it will have an up and down as the histogram. You can see the kernel. This blue line represents the kernel density estimate. Scroll down, you can see that this graph is adjust to the histogram, not like the symmetric curve as a normal curve. You can see as the histogram get upward, the kernel density will get up and down according to the histogram. This is the difference between the kernel density and a normal curve. Normal curve will fit a normal distribution. It will not see the histogram, what it is representing. The kernel density goes as like similarly to the histogram. As histogram, the bar are going upward, so the density will go upward. When it comes down, the curve of the density will come down. You can see this is the difference between kernel and normal distribution. And the last, if you want to add both normal and kernel in the same diagram, you just have to click on both the sections and then click on this run. Now you can see both the normal density curve and the kernel density estimate on the same graph. And the table of content, that is first we have selected whichever variable, will show as it is. Now you can see the height variable. In the height variable, blue line represent the normal density curve and red line represent the kernel density estimate. Now you can see the difference. Normal density curve and kernel is moving upward and downward according to the histogram. Now this is the for weight variable. This is for diastolic variable, systolic variable. So this is all about the histogram. And the last option you can see, add inset statistic. This will add a legend box in this diagram histogram, that like whichever statistic I have selected in this section are get appeared in this histogram. Let's do that. Click on add inset statistic and run. Now you can see the change in the histogram. Wait for some time. It will take some time. Now you can see all other things are constant. Just one legend box is added in this. You can see there is an option to choose a position where you want. If you want in this right hand side, you can choose to upper right in this section. Click on this arrow and select whichever place you want to hold this box. By default, it is showing upper left. So you can see upper left corner has got this box which consists of all these 4 statistics that is present in this table. This is for the height variable. You can see you can match same data values are get presented in this graph. Similarly for all other 4 variables. So this is about this histogram and these 3 options. Now suppose if you want histogram plus a box plot, untick this all this variable and tick on this histogram and a box. Sorry. Click on this histogram and box and click on this run icon. Now we can see a histogram with the box plot. Scroll. Now you can see for the height variable, histogram is as it is in this all the cases we have seen earlier. Just the change is that we have got a box plot at the bottom of this histogram. Now you can see this blue line represent the median value 64.5, and here you can see these are some outlier from both the end. Similarly in the weight section, you can see in the weight we have many outlier in this right side, and in the left side we just have 2 outliers. Similarly in this all the other variable, you can see except for the height variable, all other variable having much more outliers than the height variable. So this is all about the combination of histogram and a box plot. So we have seen how to plot all of this. Now we have created all of this. So how to copy this diagram into any of the Word file or any other. Suppose if you want to make a report of this analysis and you want this diagram to there in the Word file. So how to do that? You can see when you right click on this graph, there is no option coming to copy this diagram. So for that, you can see in this above section, when you hold the cursor, you can see this is for downloading as a HTML file. Second one is for downloading as a PDF, and third one is for downloading the Word file. If you want to download all this output result in the Word file as it is, you just have to click on this Word file. When you click on this Word file, you can see the Word file is got stored in your system. You can open this and see how it is look. So similarly, same way it will show in this Word file. You can see the table is got selected. Now you can see the day, date and time all got displayed in this Word file. Scroll down. Second chart is get displayed in the second page. Similarly, all the other 3 charts are got displayed in this way. So this is for Word document. If you want a PDF, again you can go to this and click on this PDF option. When you click on this PDF option, you'll get a PDF of this result. Open this. You can see all this file is got converted into a PDF. So whichever manner, whichever format you want, you can get downloaded all this graph to your system. So this is all about your summarizing the data, which is a numeric type variable. So that's it for this video.